Hi, everybody. All right, so it's wiring day 2, well, video 2. Last week we finished up doing the initial work on the canopy and then got into not displacing, but placing wires all through the fuselage. And you can kind of see the bundles down there in the center tunnel, as well as the nice sort of bouquet rat's nest that I've got growing uh, north of the fuel selector. Okay, so here's the thing about putting in the cable, right? Everyone remembers the rat's nests, not the rat's nest, but the bundles that we laid out. Oh God, feels like it must have been a year ago. Quick picture of that here, right? All of that has to get put into the fuselage. That is just the fuselage wire, and don't forget, 80, I would say 85 to 89% of that is unnecessary. If all you wanted was a very basic plane that flew, you wouldn't need any of that. Uh, you really don't. I mean, what other than I mean, you need a transponder because you have to have ADS-B now, but like you don't need wing lights, right? I mean, a tail light would be nice, but like, you don't need a lot of that stuff. You don't need a full Garmin G3X system. You don't need a full, you certainly don't need USB chargers. You don't need pimp lights. You don't need the power for all those wonderful things going everywhere and back and forth. But, seeing as how this is my first plane, I thought I would do it upright. Now, for me, the really important part is just making sure everything is labeled. Again, got the shrink wrapper that prints on shrink wrap, which is great. Every wire that I put in, as you can see, well, it's kind of hard to see, but each one of them has 3 or 4 shrink wrap labels on there. Only because I wasn't exactly sure where the hot spots are, right? So like, where are the hot spots for wiring? And when I say hot spots, I'm talking about locations where you need to be able to identify which cable is which. And I'm talking about other than just, the termination in wherever the load is. Like, oh, if this light cable, these, power for the lights goes out and goes over here. Well, it's the only cable around. Obviously, that's for this, right? No big surprise. One place where it is of major importance is the circuit breaker panel. Right, so I've got red wires going out to every load in the plane, in the fuselage, and the tail, and then black, wires coming back for the grounding plate. Now, yes, it's nice to know which ones on the grounding plate are which. That's also very important, but what's of ultra importance is having the proper cables going to the right breakers. So yeah, it's pretty amazing, but if you just point to any of the cables in that big bundle, I can identify them all just on sight. That's how obsessed I am with getting this right. All right, couple of announcements. Let's see. I would like to thank builder, a new RV-14 builder, Mike Harris. Mike, thank you very much. Mike has ordered his kit and was kind enough to reference me to Vans, and I got a $100 check. Thank you, Mike. That's awesome. Again, apparently I inspire people, and God knows why, but hey, welcome aboard. You're going to love the build. It's a hoot. Another thing, let's see, do I have any other announcements? Oh yeah, so I've ordered my exhaust, going with the Vetterman exhaust. I may have mentioned that before. That has been ordered. About 6 to 7 weeks we should have that. The seats are my seats are unfortunately being delayed. No updates on those. Engine still waiting. You'll see. But I did order the Garmin GNX 375 WAS radio. I'll tell you all about that in the next video, including how I was drunk when I ordered it. So, thank you for joining me. See you soon.